All right, welcome to episode 155. I'm Bill Snodgrass. Let's get this thing going.
So in this episode, I have an idea that is, I think it's really a really profound idea, dealing with how we approach the things that we define ourselves to be doing. This one is going to get a little bit deep. So I'm really looking forward to the sun coming up and finding some light and finding some time somewhere between now and sometime later and get this video shot, because there's really a very fascinating concept on where you set your eyes and what you pay attention to as you're trying to accomplish the things that you're trying to accomplish. As for me, I'm trying to get three things done before the students show up. One, it's school day picture day. I gotta get my picture taken. That happens in about an hour. I'm going to the grocery store to get some more stuff for my lunch, and I've got an idea for a Snap Life video that I think I can probably knock out in just a few minutes. So those are the things that have my eyes. That and the fact I'm driving. Driving. Back to that.
So my big idea for today, for this vlog, it came from a video my second son sent in a text message, and I was just kind of like blown away by this guy's insight. It made a lot of sense, but the way he said it was fantastic, and he was talking about how this one company, which he's probably famous enough to talk about without getting in trouble, and this other company, how this company was always competing with this company, and this company was always trying to do what they do. They were always trying to improve their mission. They were always trying to reach for their goals. They were always eyes on what they do, eyes on what the competition was doing. That is the thought that I want to dig into in this video today. All right, I'm here. It's early and the air conditioner's not on. It's kind of like I wish I wasn't wearing a tie hot. So there you go. And let's get some things done. Get back to this vlog later on today. So here's a little update for you. Apparently, the air conditioning comes on about 6:35. It just came on. This is a good thing. A very, very good thing. So we have notebooks for the kids. Give those out. So the idea that someone would have something that they're saying that they do, but spend all their time worrying about what someone else is doing, that ends up being a roadblock to success. That ends up being something that stands in the way of getting done what you set out to do. So, and you see this. You can see this all over the place. You can see it in sports. You can see it in business. You can see it in relationships. You can see, okay, so here's my first example. Got 2 dogs and throwing popcorn to the dogs. So the lab, he's sitting there, he's watching the hand, he watches the hand go into the bowl, he watches the popcorn, he catches the popcorn in his mouth every single time. The other one, he's watching the hand, he's watching the popcorn, but he's also watching the lab. He's watching the lab because he wants to make sure that the lab doesn't get more popcorn than him, or that the lab, somehow he's worried about what the lab is doing. And as a result, he takes his eyes off the popcorn. And if he could catch popcorn to start with, which he really struggles with catching anything, but if he could, he wouldn't. Because when you throw the popcorn to him, half the time he's looking at the lab. And the popcorn bounces off his head, hits the floor, and guess who gets it? Yep, the lab. If you don't keep your eye on what you are trying to do, if you're distracted by what the competition is doing, and it doesn't have to be competition as in who's going to get the popcorn. Competition is just one example. If you're distracted by what the other people are doing, then you're not paying attention to what it is you're trying to do. Alright, that's a cool example. That's a great example. And it is almost 7 o'clock, so I'm going to stop vlogging. I'm going to put my stuff away, and I'm going to get ready to... I already started getting ready, as you saw. Alright, be back later on with more thoughts and more day in the life. It's school picture day. Did I mention that? School picture day. I almost didn't wear a tie today. I wore a tie the last 2 years, and I almost decided I was just going to go golf shirt today. But, I don't know. So I did what I did. Alright, you don't care about that. Probably. Alright, talk to you later.
Alright. It is lunchtime. I have crackers and peanut butter. I have crackers and cheese. I have the Nutri-Grain bar from the store this morning. Alright, so I told you the story about the dog. How when the one dog isn't paying attention to the popcorn, he misses out. He's not paying attention to what he's supposed to be paying attention to, and as a result, he doesn't get any popcorn, or he doesn't get as much popcorn. The popcorn that he should have got bounces off his head and goes on the ground. Now, this is true in so many other things. I have seen like Olympic races where a runner becomes so preoccupied with where the other runner is that it takes him out of the race mentally. I've seen it in business, and the video that I watched, I put a link to it earlier, and in that video, the guy's talking about the two businesses. One is so preoccupied with what the other one is doing that they forget that they make products. They forget their mission. If you get caught up in what the other person's doing, if you get caught up socially, paying attention and looking at, well, what is so-and-so doing? What is so-and-so doing? And you forget what it is that you're trying to do. Artistically, how is so-and-so expressing themselves? What does so-and-so's painting look like? What does their song sound like? What does their video look like? Whatever it is, when you begin to take your eyes off your dreams and you begin to pay attention to the competition, you're going to miss the point. You're going to miss the mark. You're going to miss what it is that you set out to do. If you set out to be this and you spend all your time paying attention to what other people are trying to be, you end up missing out on the thing that you're trying to be. That's what this profound thing I took from this guy's video when he kept talking about how you pay attention to your competitors and you forget about your own thing. I hope this was somewhat helpful. It has been a whirlwind of a day. First Friday, so we have this schedule where we have one set of periods on
every other day. And the Monday you have all your periods. So we had our first day of having 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we had our first day of having 5, 6, 7, and 8. That was today. A lot of kids coming in for some. Some of them are intimidated by the technology. And this little lesson for this video applies to them just as well. It's like, look, you just need to focus on being you. And the fact that other people learned this last year and you were in a different school system last year, you don't let that worry you. Don't be looking at what the other people are doing. Settle in and do your thing, and in time everything will, if you focus on doing what you're supposed to do long enough, things will come out the way you want them to come out. All right. I believe I'm going to wrap this one up. I think there's enough. I think there's enough here that makes a good solid point, and it's probably not too long that it makes you get bored. So please, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Leave me a comment or a question. I cannot tell you how much I enjoy interacting with people through the comments and the questions. This has become a new thing in my Facebook. No, this isn't Facebook. This has become a new thing in my YouTube experience, is being able to interact with people through comments. I'm really enjoying that. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you. Don't forget to sign up for notifications in the next episode. Thanks for watching.